Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Busy Bees. This program is for anyone who wants to create fun and engaging activities for the little ones in their lives. Today, I'm going to go over a handful of different activities that you could put on the floor for your little one, or maybe when they're in the high chair and just need a little something to do. I did want to share a general tip today for entertaining little ones. And when I say little, I'm kind of talking about the early walkers through toddler time. That's when, they're much more capable of getting into all kinds of things, maybe things that we don't want them to. Or I know one of mine was a climber, which was always kind of an adventure. But the tip that I have is, as holidays go by, we start to gather a lot of things for them to play with or to keep them busy. And a nice idea is to rotate those. So if you can find some bins or baskets or even pillowcases and put a grouping of those toys away for a period. So you only have a certain percentage out at a time. Then when they seem to start losing interest, you can switch it out for the other batch. And then all of a sudden it's new. It's like Christmas and whenever it happens to be. So that would be kind of just a main tip that I'd love to share today. So for our first activity, it's kind of you can do it in more than one way, and it involves our friend masking tape. I happen to have purple here as my favorite color, but any color would do. And the theme of it is kind of animal escape. And what I can do is I can switch our camera a little bit here so you can kind of see a little more of what I've been doing. So I just took my basic cookie sheet and I put I'm using animals because that happens to be what I have the most of. But it could be anything that your child likes to play with. You could put Duplos on here. You could put, any little guys that they play with. And so what you're doing is you're taping them down. And then the idea is that your little one has to help them escape. And so you can make this as easy or as challenging as you want by applying as much tape as you want. The other way you can do this one is with your muffin pan. So in this case, like, you could do layers and have them try to get them out. So you can see kind of how I did this here. And again, it would be the same idea of removing the tape and freeing the animal. In kind of the same family of ideas is to unwrap our little friends. So in this case, I took a little animal and I wrapped him up in tin foil. And so it would be the little one. See, it is not the easiest job to get them out of here. And the nice thing is that this one you can do over and over. So you could wrap a whole bunch of little guys up and present them to be unwrapped. And it actually does take a little while to get them out of there. So that is it for the escape component of these activities. The next one I have is kind of just a homemade baby band. So I took little Tupperware, and in this one I have some rice, and in this one I have beans. And the nice thing is they really do make different sounds. So whatever you happen to have, maybe macaroni, maybe different types of beans, they will all make a different sound. So it's kind of fun. And this is just a bread pan with rubber bands and kind of little homemade baby guitar. I have seen people put more rubber bands on the bread pan and then do kind of the same little animal escape idea where they got to get their hands in there and pull the animals out. So that's baby band. The next one I did actually have to make a Walmart purchase for, and I bought these little sticky Velcro tabs. Here, I'll hold that up just a little longer. What they are is, you know, they're stickers, and one side is the soft and one side is the catcher side. And I just happen to have a whole bunch of bottle caps because I keep them for crafts. But the nice thing is they do come in a variety of colors. So you could make this a color matching activity if you want. And it's just, you just apply one side to one and the other to the other. And then you can stick them together and your little one is going to be pulling them apart and matching them. The only advice I have for this one is when you stick the Velcros on there, I did need to sit here and apply constant pressure for about a minute. Otherwise, when you pull them apart, the sticker will come off. So it just takes a little extra to get them firmly on there, and then you could have a whole assortment of color sorting to play with. And the sound is also very satisfying, obviously. So my last one for today is a favorite, and if you've ever been to our toddler art, I did use this, I think, around Valentine's Day this year. And that's, you know, whenever you try an activity, you never know what's going to appeal to your little one and what isn't. And I think this one was a really happy surprise for me that they enjoyed it so much. So I wanted to share it with y'all. This is just a jar of older Play-Doh, so it's starting to kind of wear out its welcome. It's getting old. If you could use any kind of fun dough for this, or you can make your own. There's a lot of recipes for Play-Doh, for making homemade Play-Doh online. My favorites are the ones that include cream of tartar and our cook recipes. I find the ones that you cook really are more fun to play with, have a better consistency, and last longer. They're usually, you are just heating it for a minute, and as you stir it, it starts to take its, you know, form. And then you just remove it from the pan and cool it. So it really is a pretty quick process. I do happen to have this though, so we're not making Play-Doh today. You're just gonna take it and make, you know, 2 small little mountains, or 1, or however many you want. I'll move the camera in a second so you can see. So let's say you're doing this in the for the high chair. You would just place these on maybe we don't need to be that low. There we go. Place these on the high chair tray. And then you're just going to take straws, any kind of straw works, and you're going to stick them firmly in the Play-Doh. And then this is cola. Oh, it's rigatoni. I don't have to pronounce the brand name for you. It's just, you want a noodle that has a good size opening in it. And the object here is just to string the pasta on the straw. And I know it looks incredibly boring, but this was a big hit. They enjoyed it. I think what's so nice is it really does, you know, it adds up and you can go all the way to the top, and it's easy to take apart and start all over. So those are our activities for today. I hope that your little ones love them and that you have fun making them for them. And join me next time and I'll have another handful of Busy Bee activities for you. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.